Today I will teach you how to guard your heart. The heart is a very significant organ of the body, if not the most important. Your heart started pumping blood when you were only 22 days old and in your mother's womb. If you hold your finger gently on your wrist, you can actually feel your heart beating. The heart pumps the blood through your whole body. If your heart is healthy, then you will feel well. But if your heart stops beating, well, then you will die. When God, who's the giver of life, speaks about the heart of man, He doesn't always refer to your real heart, but use it as a symbol of your innermost being. He says, I should love Him with all my heart, all my mind, and all my strength. That is my spirit, my soul, and my body. One of the most clever people who ever lived, King Solomon, wrote a whole book on wisdom. I read in this book of wisdom, in Proverbs 4 verse 23, above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. But what does it mean to guard something? If I guard something, it means that I take care of it, even lock it up, especially if it is very valuable. And that's the exact reason why I have to guard my heart. My heart is my most precious treasure. It is the origin of my whole life, my gifts, my talents. Everything I see, hear, feel, do, or even decide comes from my heart. Some people try to change behavior from the outside, but they forget if I'm clean on the inside, then even my words and deeds will be good and right too. The second reason why I should guard my heart is because our greatest enemy, the devil, wants to take possession of this precious treasure, which is my heart. I read in Jeremiah 17 verse 9 that my heart is deceitful above all else. It is therefore possible that the enemy can lie to me and I would not even be able to distinguish and believe the lie. You might ask me, now if I have to guard my heart, who has the key to my heart? Some may say it's God, but the word was very clear. Guard your heart. Did you know that you and I have the key to our own heart? I can choose what I allow in my life and what not. I have to decide every day to keep the good stuff in and to take the bad stuff out. The real question is, how am I going to guard my heart? Maybe I should explain by using an example. Say, for example, there's a house, and in this house there are precious treasures that can be stolen. How do you think the thieves would enter the house to rob and steal? That's obvious. They would come in through the doors and windows of the house. Did you know? You and I have doors and windows too. They are my eyes, my ears, my mouth, and all the openings or portals of my body. The enemy knows that if he wants to take control of my heart, he can do it from the outside, by the things I hear and see and feel. If I want to guard my heart, then I have to be very careful what I allow through my ears and eyes and feelings, not to defile my spirit. Can you help me out? What are the things that enter through my ears that can defile me? Maybe some dirty jokes? Maybe some of the music I listen to? What about swearing and cursing? And what are the things that come through my eyes that can defile my spirit. Some movies, some stories on the TV, maybe even photos on the internet, or my cell phone, or magazines, or computer games. There was a man in the Bible, his name was Job, and he made a covenant with his eyes not to look lustfully to a woman. Why would he do that? Because he knew that he could sin through his eyes, and he made a decision to keep himself pure and to resist the temptations. The easiest way to guard your heart is, for example, to switch off the remote control of the TV if you watch something making you feel uncomfortable. Or to say no to a friend that wants you to do something that you know in your heart is wrong. Or maybe to decide for yourself to resist the temptation even when you are alone. I know it's not easy to always resist all temptations, but it's the right thing to do, and it will make you happy in your heart. God even promises that He will take out the old heart of stone and replace it with a new heart of flesh. And on this heart, He will write down everything that you and I need to know to live right and to have a fulfilled life. My question to you today: do you want to guard your heart and have a clean life? If your answer is yes, it's a marvelous answer. But you know that you will have to make many decisions every day to choose between right and wrong. Every time you hear your own heartbeat, I wish that you will be reminded of a few things. God is the creator and giver of life. Your heart determines your behavior. The devil wants to take possession of your heart. You have to guard your heart. You have to regulate everything that enters your heart through your ears, eyes, and mouth. In this manner, you will be able to let the good stuff in and keep the bad stuff out as you go along. You will find it becomes easier to say no to sin and live a clean life. Oh, and there's one last thing before I forget. You must guard your heart.
From my heart, and everything I feel, and everywhere I go, and all that I decide comes from my heart. Above all else, guard your heart. Above all else, guard your heart. Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life.
For everything I think
And everything I say, and everything I do comes from my heart. And everything I feel,
and everywhere I go,
and all that I decide comes from my heart. Above all else, God of life.
Did you know that your heart is deceitful? Because
Jeremiah 17 verse 9 says, deceitful is the heart above all else, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Deceitful is the heart above all else, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Deceitful is the heart above all else, and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Above